Hi students, welcome back to online classes. So in the previous classes, we have already learned that what is the rational functions and the trigonometric functions and the inverse trigonometric functions, all these one. So in this class, we are going to discuss that the exponential and the logarithmic functions. And also in the next class, we are taking the derivatives of the exponential functions and the logarithmic functions. Okay, so first we have to see that one, any function that is the y is equal to x. In the graph you can see that y is equal to x. What is the y is equal to x graph? You can understand that what is the y is equal to x graph. You can see that one, what is that y is equal to x graph? Already you know that what is the y is equal to x graph is that. So y is equal to x graph is like this. And next one, you can understand that what is the y is equal to x square graph. Y is equal to x square graph, you can take from the positive, you can take like this one. So y is equal to x square graph. Y is equal to x square graph, and this is the y is equal to x graph. If we can take that y is equal to x cube. So if y is equal to x cube, what happens? If y is equal to x cube, we will get the like that one. So that is nothing but y is equal to x cube. Y is equal to x cube like this. Y is equal to x square and y is equal to x. And y is equal to x power 4. Y is equal to x power 4. And here we are going to take that these are the polynomial functions. These are polynomial functions. We can take it as f of n. Y is equal to fn of x. Fn of x. That is nothing but the x power n. X power n. So that meaning is here, if x value is increases, automatically y value is also increases. If the n value, this n value, the power is increasing, automatically you can understand that all these curves are approaches to y-axis. If the power of x is increasing, you can understand that what is that y value, that is the curve is approaches to y-axis. So these are the polynomial functions. These are the increasing functions. So here we will discuss that. So more increasing functions, that is it will grow the fast more than these polynomial functions. That is, we are going to take that. For example, y is equal to 10x. Y is equal to 10x. So if you can take that in the diagram, what is that y is equal to 10x is? If you can see this one, y is equal to 10x. So if y is equal to 10x, what happens? If y is equal to 10 power x, not the 10x, y is equal to 10 power x. If x is equal to 1, what happens, students? Y is become that 10. If x is equal to 2, then y will become 10 square. It will become 100. And if x is equal to 3, it will become that y is equal to 10 cube. So that is nothing but 1,000. So that is increasing very fast. It is increasing, that is the growth is very fast. And also if x is equal to -1, then what happens? Y will become that 1 by 10. So that is nothing but a 0 point. I understand that. If x is equal to -2, y value will become 1 by 100. So that is nothing but the 0.01. So if x is equal to -3, so that implies y value will become 1 by 1000. 1 by 1000, it will become the 0.001. That meaning is, if x value is a negative, that is the large value, if we get that, the graph is approaches to x, but it does not touches the x-axis. So that's why you can understand in the graph, if the x value is decreasing, the curve approaches to the x-axis, but it does not touches the x-axis. And if x value is a positive, automatically it is increasing. It is a growth like this one. So this y is equal to 10 power x. I understand that. So these are functions. So y is equal to 10 power x, and y is equal to 2x, and y is equal to 2x. That is the y is equal to 2 power x, and y is equal to 3 power x, and y is equal to 4 power x, and so on. Y is equal to 10 power x, and so on. So these type of functions is called the exponential functions. So these are called exponential functions. So see that one, what is the definition of the exponential function is? So see that one, students, what is that one is? So the exponential function with the positive base, b is greater than 1, b is greater than 1, is the function. What is that function, students? y is equal to f of x, y is equal to f of x is in the form of b power x, is in the form of b power x, b power x. So here you can understand this one. So the graph of, already we have seen that the graph of the 10 power x is a b. B is nothing but the base. That value is a compulsory positive and this is a greater than 1. And here this value you can take that 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4 and so on. So what is the conditions? What is the conditions involved in the exponential functions? So first you have to understand that what is the function is. The domain of the exponential function, the domain of the exponential function is R. The domain of the exponential function is R. That is nothing but the set of all real numbers. Why? Because if we can give any real number to the given function, y is equal to b power x. Y is equal to, what is that? Y is equal to b power x, where y is equal to b power x and b is greater than 1. B is greater than 1. So see the next condition. The domain of the exponential function is R. So see the next condition, students. What is that one? The range of the exponential function is the set of all positive real numbers. You are already observed that in the graph. So in the graph, we are observed that one. What is that? So the all the, if you can give any x value is negative, but the curve is above the x-axis only. I understand that. That is nothing but y value is positive only. So that is nothing but here. What we will take that the range of the exponential function, the range of the exponential function is set of all positive real numbers, set of all positive real numbers. And also you can understand that the point 0, 1 is always, the graph is exponential function. So what is the meaning of that? For example, I will take that one here. See this one. So for example, y is equal to 2 power x. Y is equal to 2 power x. If x is equal to 0, if x is equal to 0, then automatically y value b power 0, it will become 1. So what is the point is this curve passing through the point 0, 1. For example, I will take that y is equal to 3 power x. Y is equal to 3 power x. If x is equal to 0, if x is equal to 0, then what happens? Y is equal to 3 power 0. Here you can get the value. This is the b power 0 is not that. That is nothing but 2 power 0. So you can take this value is nothing but here. You can take that. So this is the 2 power 0. So 2 power 0. So here y is equal to 3 power 0. This value will become the 1. So here y is equal to 3 power x. This graph is also passing through the point 0, 1. So that is here saying that one, that is nothing but condition. The point 0, 1 is always on the graph of the exponential function. That meaning is every graph, the exponential function, you can take the 2 power x, 3 power x, 10 power x, anything. So that is passing through the 0.1 only. You can see that the graph here, the curve is passing through the point 0, 1, 0, 1 only. I understand that. So that is the point is here. So the next one is, see that one, the exponential function is ever increasing. We move from the left to right, the graph is rises. Already you know that the value is rising here. That is from the left to the right. So that is the condition. Next one, see the next one is, for every large negative values of x, the exponential function is very close to 0. In other words, in the second quadrant, the graph approaches to the x-axis. That is nothing but if you are taken that x values are negative, if the x values are negative, the y value is approaches to 0, but it does not touches the x-axis. Are understanding that this value is approaches to x-axis. That's all, but it doesn't become 0. And also see the next point is for every large negative values of x. So for every large, that is the exponential function is ever increasing. From the left to right, the graph is rising. So here they are telling that one, this one, not the right, that is nothing but here. This is the increasing. If it is x is a positive, that is the x value is a positive, then it is increasing. If x value is a negative values, then it is a approaches to x-axis. It approaches to the x-axis. So that is the condition here. And also the exponential function you can return in the form of, that is in other words, you can take that the exponential e power x. We are going to introduce that e power x. So e power x. What is this e power x? What is this e value? E value is called Euler's number. Euler's number. This E value is equal to 2.718 and so on. This value never ending, and also it is the irrational number. It is the same like pi. So pi is also irrational number. Here E is nothing but the 2.718. It is a irrational number and it is called the Euler's number. And here this is the exponential functions. You can take that. This E value lies in between 2 and 3. This value lies in between 2 and 3 only. 2 and 3. So here e power x, y is equal to e power x, y is equal to e power x is called, y is equal to e power x is called natural exponential function. Y is equal to e power x is called natural exponential function. And also the base is a 10. If the base is a 10, is called the common exponential function. If base is the 10, that is nothing but the 10 power x. That is called the common exponential function. And the base is e. Then it is called the natural exponential functions. Understand, students? So the domain is R. The domain is R, and the range is set of all positive integers. And every graph of the exponential functions is passing through the 0, 1. And also this is in the positive x-axis. That is, if you increase the x value, the value is grows. And if x value is, if you get the large negative values, it approaches to the x-axis. If the base is the 10, it is called the common exponential function. And the base is the e, it is called the natural exponential function. And e is called the Euler's number. And this number is the irrational number. And e is equal to 2.718 and so on. This number does not end. Okay. So see that condition, students. The next one is the logarithmic function. What is the logarithmic function? See that one here, students. So what is that one is? Let b is greater than 1. Let b is greater than 1 be a real number. Let b greater than 1 be a real number. Then we say logarithm of a to the base b is x. If when we can say that b power x is equal to a, b power x is equal to a, that is nothing but the logarithm of a to the base b is denoted like this one. How can you written that? Log a base b. That is the, what is the meaning is that, this is the meaning. That is nothing but log a base b is equal to x. If b power x is equal to a, b power x is equal to a. So what is the meaning of that? That is nothing but, you can see that one, students. Log a to the base b is equal to x if b power x is equal to a. If b power x is equal to a. For example, if you can see that one. For example, 2 cube is equal to 8. 2 cube is equal to 8. How can you return this one? That implies, how can you return that? So that is nothing but 3 is equal to log 8 base 2. Log 8 base 2. And also you can see that one. For example, I will take that 4 square is equal to 16. So how can you return this one? That is nothing but the 2 is equal to log 16 base 4. Log 16 base 4. So a power x is equal to b. If b power x is equal to b power x is equal to a, b power x is equal to a, then we can say written as log a base b. Log a base b is equal to x. Log a base b is equal to x. For example, if you can take the 2 cube is equal to 8. From this one, it is in the form of 2 cube is equal to 8 is in the form of b power x is equal to 8. Then x is equal to x value is 3. So 3 is equal to, how can you return that? Log a base b. So that is nothing but the log 8 base 2. So that is nothing but, you can understand that if this value you can return in the form of 2. So how can you return that? This is 2 cube. Or understanding that this 3 you can take here. For example, this value, it is a 16 is here. So how can you return this? This value is nothing but a 4 square. Why? Because the base is 4. So this value is comes out. That is nothing but the 2 only. All understand that? So b power x is equal to a. If b is, let b is greater than 1 be a real number, and then the b power x is equal to a, then we will get that log a base b. Log a base b is equal to x. Log a base b is equal to x. So this is the definition. You can understand that by seeing this graph, students. So what is the graphs of this one is if the base is equal to, if the base b is a 10, if the base b is a 10, then the logarithm is called common logarithm. Then the logarithm is called the common logarithm. If b is equal to e, if b value is equal to e, then we say that it is a natural logarithm. It is called a natural logarithm. So see in the graph, you can understand that y is equal to log x base 10. So it is a common logarithm, and this is called natural logarithm, log x base c, log x base c. All these values are passing through the point 1, 0, 1, 0. So see some properties of these logarithmic function, students. So what is the forms are here. So first we can understand that what is the conditions are. So we cannot make the meaningful definition of the logarithm of non-positive numbers, and hence the domain of the logarithmic function, is r plus. So you have to give the x values r plus only. You have to give the x values, that is the domain, is nothing but the r plus only. So that's why this graph is in the left side, in the right side of that is the y-axis. I understand that. And also here, what is the range? The range of the logarithmic function. The range of the logarithmic function is the set of all real numbers. The set of all real numbers. If you can give the x values, it moves from all the numbers. You will get that. You will get the outcomes are all the set of all real numbers. And also you can see that the points 1, 0 always on the graph of the logarithmic function. If you can take any logarithmic function, then it is passing through that 1, 0 only. 1, 0 only. So see the conditions, and also you can see that the logarithmic function, the log function is increasing. That is nothing but you can understand that it moves from the left to the right of the graph rise wise. For x is very near to the 0, then the value of x can be made lesser and any given real numbers. And also you can see that one, if it is the x value is increasing, it is increasing. If x value is decreasing, automatically the graph is also decreasing. And also see that one, the given plot. If you can see this diagram here, students. So y is equal to e power x, y is equal to e power x. What is that y is equal to e power x here? Y is equal to e power x graph is here. And it is a y is equal to log x base c graph is here. And it is a y is equal to x graph. What you can understand that the two curves are the mirror images of each other reflected line in the line y is equal to x. The mirror image of y is equal to e power x is log x base c. And the mirror image of log x base c is y is equal to e power x with respect to y is equal to x line. Okay. So see that one, students. See some properties in the logarithms. What is that one is? You can understand these are properties here. We are going to use that. X is equal to e power log x, e power log x. And see this one. So I will give the proof also for this one. See here. First, I will take that. Let y is equal to e power log x. Y is equal to e power log x. So if you can apply the log, so see this one. First, I will give you some conditions, students. First, so first I will give you that. So first we have to take these formulas. So log A, log P base A is equal to log P base A is equal to, how can you written these conditions here? Log P base P by log A base B. Log P base A, log P base A, it can be written as log P base P by log A base B. And also see that log of PQ base B is equal to log of PQ base B is equal to you can written as log P base B plus log Q base B, log Q base B. And also see this formula also. So log of, if I will take that P and Q is there, so I will take that Q is equal to P. So automatically what happens, students? P into P, it will become that P square, yes or no? So the base is B. So what happens? It can be written as, by according to this formula, what we will get that log P base B. So if you can understand that, I will take the form is here. So I will take that P and the P, okay? So P into P. So what happens, by according to this formula, it will become that log P base B. So what it will become that 2 into log P base B. So what is the form? You will get that log of P square, log of P square base B is equal to 2 into log P base B, log P base B. And also if P and so on, if we can increase these values, what we will get that? So log of P into P into P into and so on for n times, if we will get that, it will become that P power n base B. So what happens? It can be written as log n log P base B, n log P base B. And you can written like this one, log of x by y base B is equal to, it can be written as log x base B minus log y base B, log y base B. And also I will give you that one more here. So x is equal to e power log x. X is equal to e power log x. So I will give the proof also here. Let y is equal to e power log x. E power log x. If y value is greater than 0, y value is greater than 0. Compulsory y value is greater than 0. This value never become negative. So y is equal to e power log x and y is greater than 0. So if you can apply the log, what happens? So that is nothing but the log y is equal to log of e power log x, log of e power log x. Already you know the formula that I will apply the base e, okay? So that is nothing but the log y base e is equal to log of p power n, log of p power n. So you can written as n log p. So that is nothing but the log x into log x base e. So here in the questions we can understand that, students, they will give you that the base, that is a log x base e. Log x base e can be written as ln. Understand that that is a natural logarithm. And also we can written as log x. Log x is nothing but the base is e. Are understanding that? So ln is nothing but the log base is nothing but the e only. Otherwise we can written log x. So they did not mention that e. You have to understand that the base is e only. Okay. So here log x is nothing but the base is e and the log e base e. So that implies log y base e is equal to log x base e into 1. Why? Because already know that the first formula log p base a meaning is nothing but log p by log a. Are you understanding that? Log p by log a. Here log e base e meaning is nothing but the log e by log. Both are cancelled. It will become the 1 only. So what happens, students? It will become that this value you can change that. This is the x actually. This is the x. So what happens, students? That implies log y is equal to log y base e is equal to log x base e. So if you can equate the two values here, it will become that y is equal to x. But what is the y value you are taken? Y is equal to e power log x. So y value is nothing but the e power log x is equal to x. Y e power log x is equal to x. So see, these are formula, students. So log p base a, log p base a is nothing but the log p base b by log a base b. Log of pq, you can written as log p plus log q. Log of p into p, so that is nothing but the log of p square. You can written as log p. So log of p power n log p. So log of x by y, log x minus log y. X is equal to e power log x. E power log x is nothing but the x only. So next, I will give you the two formulas here, students. So without proofs, I will give you that two formulas. What is that one is? If y is equal to e power x, y is equal to e power x, the derivative of the exponential function, d by dx of y is equal to, that is nothing but you can written as dy by dx is equal to e power x. This is the special function. What is that one is? Y is equal to e power x. Graph is there. The tangent of that curve is nothing but the same function. Y is equal to e power x. And also, if the function, you can see this one, if y is equal to is in the form of e power f of x, y is equal to e power f of x, then what is the dy by dx? Dy by dx value, it will become that e power f of x derivative is nothing but e power f of x into f dash of x into f dash of x. So these are the derivatives of the exponential function. So see this one. Next one is the logarithmic function. What is that one? If y is equal to log x, y is equal to log x base e. So automatically what happens? Dy by dx value is nothing but the 1 by x. Dy by dx value is 1 by x. For example, if you can take that y is equal to log, that is a log of f of x. For example, log of f of x. Log of f of x base e. Then what is the derivative of this function? Dy by dx value, it will become that in the place of x you have f of x. Automatically it will become 1 by f of x into the derivative of that function, that is nothing but the f dash of x. So see that for examples, I will get that some examples here. I will give you that. So y is equal to e power sin x. Y is equal to e power sin x. Find dy by dx. Find dy by dx. So what is that one is? Y is equal to e power x. What is the function is given? Given y is equal to e power sin x. Y is equal to e power sin x. So differentiate with respect to x. What happens? So that implies dy by dx. Dy by dx is equal to derivative of e power sin x. What happens, students? So that implies it will become that dy by dx is equal to e power f of x. E power f of x derivative, I am already given. E power f of x derivative is e power f of x. E power f of x derivative, e power f of x into derivative of f of x. What is the derivative of f of x? Derivative of f of x is sin x. So what happens, students? Automatically dy by dx value, it will become that e power sin x into derivative of sin x is cos x. So therefore, what is the dy by dx value? Dy by dx is equal to cos x into e power sin x. Cos x into e power sin x. All are understood, students? So see that question. So y is equal to e power sin x. So how to calculate the dy by dx values? So just you can take that and differentiate the function e power f of x. So similarly, you can take that y is equal to, I will take that y is equal to log of sin x. Y is equal to log of sin x. So see this one, this is also one example. You can take that. Y is equal to log of sin x. Find dy by dx. Find dy by dx value. Dy by dx value. So y is equal to log of sin x. What happens, students, here? So you can take the given function, given y is equal to, what is the y value? Y is nothing but the log of sin x. Y is equal to log of sin x. Differentiate with respect to x. Differentiate with respect to x. What happens? Differentiate with respect to x. Then dy by dx. Dy by dx value. Dy by dx value. It will become that derivative of log of sin x. Derivative of log of sin x. So what happens? So log f of x derivative, what I am told that much, students, 1 by f of x into f dash of x, 1 by f of x. What is the f of x here? That is the sin x. So automatically 1 by f of x. F of x is nothing but the sin x into derivative of sin x into derivative of sin x into derivative of sin x. So then what happens? So that is nothing but it will become that 1 by sin x into derivative of sin x is nothing but the cos x. So that is nothing but the cos x by sin x. It will become that cot x. So therefore dy by dx is equal to cot x. Dy by dx is equal to cot x. Understand, students? So that is the log y is equal to log of sin x. So log f of x. Log f of x derivative 1 by f of x into derivative of f of x. So derivative of sin x, it will become the cos x. So 1 by sin x into cos x, it will become that cos x by sin x. Cos x by sin x is nothing but the cot x. Understand, students? So see that one and see that properties once again. So start the exercise of 5.4. So differentiate the following functions with respect to x. Differentiate the following functions with respect to x. So see that question, students. First question is e power x by sin x. E power x by sin x. So e power x by sin x, they are asking you how to differentiate this function with respect to x. So how can you calculate this one, students? So see that one first. So first, what we will take that, let y is equal to, take the function y. Y is equal to e power x by sin x. E power x by sin x. Y is equal to e power x by sin x. So differentiate with respect to x. Differentiate with respect to x. What happens? So that is nothing but dy by dx. Dy by dx is equal to derivative of e power x by sin x. E power x by sin x. So here we have to understand that what is the derivative of u by v, students? Derivative of u by v is equal to derivative of u by v is nothing but the v into u dash minus u into v dash by v square So what happens here, students? Dy by dx value. So that implies that dy by dx is equal to v. V is nothing but the sin x. V is the sin x into derivative of e power x minus e power x into derivative of sin x whole by sin x whole square So what happens? So that is nothing but dy by dx value, dy by dx is equal to sin x into derivative of e power x. Derivative of e power x is nothing but e power x only, minus e power x into derivative of sin x is nothing but the cos x, whole by sin square x. Sin square x. So in the numerator, I will take that e power x common in the numerator. What you will get that dy by dx. Dy by dx. If you can take that e power x common, it will become that sin x minus cos x into e power x whole by sin square x by sin square x. So see that question, students, a very easy question. So y is equal to e power x by sin x. So just use the formula derivative of u by v. Derivative of u by v formula, use this one here. So what we will get that? So v u dash minus u v dash by v square. So e power x derivative is e power x, and the sin x derivative, what is the sin x derivative? Sin x derivative is cos x. So just take the e power x common, it will become sin x minus cos x into e power x by sin square x. So see that question, students. See the next question. It's question number 2. E power sin inverse x. E power sin inverse x. So what we will do that one, students? So see that question. So let y is equal to. So first, what we will take that, let y is equal to e power sin inverse x. Y is equal to sin inverse x. Differentiate with respect to x. Differentiate with respect to x. What happens? So dy by dx, is equal to derivative of e power sin inverse x. Derivative of e power sin inverse x. So that implies dy by dx is equal to, so derivative of e power f of x. Once again, we will use this formula in number of problems. Derivative of e power f of x. What is the derivative of e power f of x? That is nothing but the e power f of x into f dash of x into f dash of x. So what happens here? This is nothing but the e power sin inverse x, e power sin inverse x into derivative of e power, that is the sin inverse x. Derivative of sin inverse x. So already you know the formula, derivative of sin inverse x. Derivative of sin inverse x. What is the derivative of sin inverse x? Tell me, students. So that is nothing but 1 by root of 1 minus x square. 1 by root of 1 minus x square. So use this formula here. What we will get that? So that implies dy by dx. Dy by dx is equal to e power sin inverse x. E power sin inverse x into sin inverse x derivative 1 by root of 1 minus x square. 1 by root of 1 minus x square. So that implies dy by dx. Dy by dx is nothing but e power sin inverse x, e power sin inverse x by root of 1 minus x square. 1 minus x square. So see that question, students. See the next question, students. E power x square. E power x square. So how can you solve this question? Just an easy question. Let y is equal to, first take the question here. So let y is equal to e power x square, e power x square. So differentiate with respect to x, differentiate with respect to x, what happens? dy by dx, dy by dx. So dy by dx is equal to derivative of e power x square, e power x square. So it is also in the form of e power f of x. Derivative is nothing but, already know that, dy by dx. What is the e power f of x derivative? E power f of x, e power f of x into derivative of f of x. What is the derivative of f of x here, students? That is nothing but the derivative of x square, derivative of x square. So that implies that dy by dx, dy by dx is equal to e power x square into x square derivative is 2x, x square derivative is 2x. So then what happens? Therefore, dy by dx, therefore, otherwise we can write that dy by dx is equal to 2x into e power x square, 2x into e power x square. Understand, students? So see that question and practice that question. See the next question. So sine of tan inverse of e power minus x. Sine of tan inverse of e power minus x. So see this question, students, how to solve this question here. Let y is equal to, take the problem first. Let y is equal to sine of tan inverse of so tan inverse of e power minus x. So then I will differentiate this function here. Differentiate with respect to x. Differentiate with respect to x. What happens? dy by dx, dy by dx is equal to dy by dx is equal to derivative of sine of tan inverse of e power minus x, e power minus x. So here, how many functions are there? 3 functions are there. 3, not the 3. That is the 4 functions are there. What is that? Sine, tan inverse, e, and power is a minus x. Total 4 functions are there. You have to differentiate 4 times. Okay. So do the differentiation carefully. So what happens? So that implies what happens here? dy by dx. dy by dx is equal to, what is the first? I will do that one. Derivative of sine f of x. Derivative of sine f of x. What is the sine f of x derivative, students? Tell me the formula. Cos f of x into f dash of x into f dash of x. So here what we will get that? So that is nothing but the sine of all these term is a f of x. Are you understanding that it is in the form sine f of x? Okay. So what happens? It will become that cos f of x. Cos f of x is nothing but the cos of tan inverse of e power minus x into f dash of x. F dash of x meaning is derivative of tan inverse of e power minus x. Tan inverse of e power minus x. Next, so what is the dy by dx? dy by dx is equal to cos of tan inverse of e power minus x into, what is the tan inverse f of x derivative? Tell me the formula, students. Derivative of, so you can written here, derivative of tan inverse f of x, derivative of tan inverse f of x. So what is the formula, students? What we will get that? 1 by 1 plus f of x whole square, into f dash of x, So here tan inverse. It is a f of x. I understand that. So what is the formula you will get that? So 1 by 1 plus 1 by 1 plus. So 1 by 1 plus e power minus 2x. E power minus 2x. So why? Because you can take that. This is the form is that. So you can return that one more. So e power minus x whole square. E power minus x whole square. Okay. So into f dash of x meaning is a derivative of e power minus x. Derivative of e power minus x. So here what happens? So that is nothing but dy by dx is equal to cos of tan inverse of e power minus x, tan inverse of e power minus x into 1 by 1 plus e power minus 2x into derivative of e power f of x. What is the derivative of e power f of x? I am already told that e power f of x derivative e power f of x into derivative of f of x. What is the f of x here? Minus x. Derivative of, if it is x, automatic derivative of x value will become 1. It is a minus x. So you have to take the derivative of minus x. So what happens, students? dy by dx is equal to cos of tan inverse of e power minus x into 1 by, if we can take the value e power minus 2x common here, what happens? I will take that e power minus 2x common. So what it will become, students? 1 by e power minus 2x plus 1 into e power minus x into derivative of minus x is a minus 1. So what happens here? dy by dx. That implies that dy by dx value, dy by dx is equal to cos of tan inverse of e power x, tan inverse of e power minus x into, so here it is a minus e power minus x by, so this is the e power minus x whole square, and this e power minus 2x come to the numerator, it will become that e power 2x plus 1. So here e power minus x and the square will be cancelled here. What is the final answer? We can return that dy by dx is equal to cos of tan inverse of e power minus x into minus 1 by e power minus x into e power 2x plus 1, e power 2x plus 1. And also I will do one more step here, students. What is that? So that implies dy by dx is equal to, take this e power minus x to the numerator, it will become e power x. So already minus is there. So how can you return that? Minus e power x into cos of tan inverse of e power minus x whole by 1 plus e power 2x. So see that question, students? So sin of tan inverse of e power minus x. So what I am with that one? So y is equal to sin of tan inverse of e power minus x. Differentiate this function. So total 4 functions are there. So sin f of x derivative cos f of x into derivative of tan inverse of e power minus x. So tan inverse of e power minus x. Derivative is nothing but the tan inverse f of x derivative 1 by 1 plus f of x whole square into e power, that is the derivative of e power minus x. Derivative of e power minus x derivative e power minus x into derivative of minus x. So here I am taken that e power minus 2x is a common. So if you can take that e power minus 2x common, it will become that 1 by e power minus 2x plus 1 into e power minus x into minus 1. By your choice, students, you can take that e power minus 2x is common. Otherwise, you can leave same like that. Or understand that? So 1 by e power minus 2x. If you cannot take that, if you can leave like that one, you will get that. Just I am taking the common here. So if you are not taking the common, so what happens? So it will remain the same. So nothing will be changes here. So I'm taking the common. If you are not taking the common, so what we will get that? So it will remain the same 1 by 1 plus e power minus 2x. 1 by 1 plus e power minus 2x remains the same. So what happens here? It will become that. It will become that it is a. If you can change that, there is no need to take that e power minus 2x common. So then what happens, students? So see that one. So what I will take that one here. So it will become that minus e power minus x minus e power minus x by 1 plus e power minus 2x. So here in this case, I am not taking the e power minus 2x common. If you can take the e power 2x common, so you will get in the previous one. If you are not taking the e power 2x minus 2x is common, it remains the same. So automatically, what is the answer will become that. So minus e power minus x into cos of tan inverse of e power minus x by 1 plus e power minus 2x. Or understand that? If you are taking the e power minus 2x common, so you will get that another equation. So if you can take that e power minus 2x is common, you will get the formula is different. So there is no need to take that why, because they are given the answer is in this model only. So that's why I'm not taking that e power minus 2x common. So that's why you will get that e power minus x into derivative of minus x. So minus x derivative is a minus 1. Automatically it will become minus e power minus x by 1 plus e power minus 2x. So finally you will get the answer minus e power minus x into cos of tan inverse of e power minus x by 1 plus e power minus 2x. Okay, students. So see that question and practice this question. I will continue in the next class.